So good afternoon, everybody. If let's say all of you, hello. Now, if let's say any one of you here, you don't have the notes with you, kindly go to our website there to download the PDF file notes. At least you have a PDF version. Because later we'll do some highlighting and writing. Yeah, it's important. Okay, so now let's start, shall we? Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I want to say good evening, sorry. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our TTC seminar, okay? So now let's look at our Form 3, Chapter 1 and 2. Today, we will only focus on a few topics here because we only have 2 hours. So I can't finish the whole thing with you all because it's a lot. So therefore, I will only focus on a few topics. I will go through the short notes with you, but I will not focus a lot on teaching lah. Today our seminar mainly is targeting writing, so I'll more focus on writing part. Okay, so we will write some nota here, and then we will do the latihan already. Okay, so let's look at your chapter 1 here. Now Form 3, today we will start. We will look at Form 3, Chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 1 and 2. Okay, I understand that maybe some of you, your school exam is until chapter 3 and 4. That one you revision on your own. No? So chapter 1 and 2 I cover with you and I give you the idea lah on how to prepare your sejarah, okay? So basically you can see our short notes is like a mind map format. It's like a mind map format here. Form 3 chapter 1 is talking about your kedatangan kuasa barat. Kedatangan kuasa barat. Okay, the Western people come here, okay? So I changed the highlighter here. I want pink color today. So kedatangan kuasa barat over here. Kedatangan kuasa barat over here. So 1.1 over here is focused on kestabilan and kemakmuran. 1.1 over here, focus on kestabilan and kemakmuran. Everybody, when we talk about kestabilan, okay, so you see, you need to know why. Everybody, you need to know why the Western people come to our country, come to Asia Tenggara here. Why? It's because of stability. So what proves that we are our country is very stable? Kestabilan means stability, stable. So what proves that our government is stable? So you see, you need to discuss about our system. So under 1.1, this topic here, we mentioned about our system pentadbiran. Do you guys still remember who managed our government? You still remember the system? Yes. Sistem pemerintahan yang mantap, raja, pembesar, penghulu. You still remember the system, right? Very good. So this is the kestabilan. Okay? And it is considered easy. So that's why we will not go through this in our class today. No. So this one you read through on your own. So you need to revision. Remember, kestabilan. Kestabilan, our negara is like, referring to the government. And also they refer about the undang-undang. The country stable is because the law is, sistem perundangan yang kukuh. Yang cekap. So the law. And the next one is what? The next one is hubungan luar. Hubungan luar. Diplomatic relationship. So these are the 3 things that we discuss under the topic called kestabilan. So on the other hand here, kemakmuran. Okay, what is kemakmuran? Prosperity. So when we talk about prosperity, it's basically referring to our economy, money. Yes, we have a lot of hasil. You're right, my dear. Very good. Some of you do revision. So remember, what makes us become so rich, so prosperous is because of our hasil alam, hasil bumi. We have a lot of resources. So I'm not going through this because this is considered easy. Other than that, we very memanfaatkannya. We use it wisely. So you see, we have a lot of hasil. And the second thing is we discuss about all this hasil, how do they use it? Example, we have rotan. We ada rotan, we sell rotan. So how do we use the rotan? Okay, so we mentioned this also. This one you need to read through. Read through on your own. Sorry. Memanfaatkan hasil. Next one is system economy. And the last one is intellectual. So just to share with you, everybody, we will focus a lot on intellectual today. So this one, pusta stuff for you. Okay? I put star for you. Meaning we will go through this today. I mean, I'll explain the intellectual activity. Okay? Then the second thing is we will also go through 1.2, the factors. So for this case here, you must, everybody, just want to share with you, whenever you do the question and the question is asking you, what's the factor that causes all these people come here, all these KUASA BARAT come to our Asia Tenggara or our country here, must always be alert with the timing. Itu abad 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20th century. Look carefully what the question, what referring to which timing. Because the answer are different. Okay? So always be careful with the timing. So later we'll go through also. Don't worry. So this one I put star, red color, star for you. We go through this one. For 1.3, this one very easy. I would say persaingan KUASA BARAT. 1.3 basically is telling you we have a lot of countries that they wanted to come to Southeast Asia here. Example, Portuguese, Spanish, British, US, Russia, Perancis. Ada banyak-banyak negara. We have a lot of Western country. Perancis, yes. They plan to take over certain area at Asia Tenggara here. So therefore, these courses, they have a competition. This one, read through for your objective or maybe sometimes structure may ask. This one, yeah, you read through on your own. So this one, I'm not going through with you. I'm not teaching it today. So I teach this one, and 1.4. 1.4, the strategy, this time got ask. Some school, they ask. Some school. Last time they don't ask one. Last time they ask the factor a lot. But now for some certain school, they start to ask strategy already. Strategy. So you need to know what are the strategy used by all these people, all these KUASA BARAT at our country. Everybody, do you guys know who attacked our country last time? Who come to our country here? Hey, I want the Western country. Don't give me Japan. Japan ini bukan Western. Negara Barat. Datang ke negara kita. Anyone wants to try? It's okay. You just write Portuguese, British, and one more is Belanda. Thank you so much. A lot of people, they forgot about Belanda. Okay. So let me write down here for you. So we have the Portuguese. We have the Belanda. Portuguese first. And then Belanda. And then finally is British. You need to know what's their strategy. Now, if you're asking me, I will say we have so many strategies, right? Right? We have so many strategies like manipulation, perjanjian, pakatan, pajakan, banyak-banyak, you know. So for me, I will say, focus on the Belanda and the British strategy. Later I will show you all the strategies among like total 7 or 8 strategies, right? Which of the following you should memorize? But I will say, guys, I will say, if you want to memorize the contoh, because sometimes they will ask you, okay, you say that British using perjanjian. Can you please explain to me what are the perjanjian? I mean, example give me some contoh you're telling me they have the perjanjian. So if you memorize, right, you need to give me contoh. Like the perjanjian Bangkok, you know, perjanjian Thailand, you know, all those perjanjian. You must tell me the perjanjian. So this one here later I'll explain which of the contoh you should memorize. Okay. So basically this is your chapter 1. Kedatangan KUASA BARAT. Basically, I would say it's like a summary of your Form 3 syllabus. So far so good. I see some of you remember very good remember the key points. Okay, later we'll go through the details. Now, wait, let me put star first. Again and again, I put star is red color. I put the red color star basically is telling you, hari ini, today, my short notes here, we will go through all these topics. Boleh faham? Okay, Now, chapter 2. I'm so sorry. Chapter 2, I will need you guys to correct the whole thing for me. Change the whole thing. Because itu title pun salah lah. Itu inside all this is salah. Okay? I'm so sorry, because when I do the nota the time I some mistake, error. Sorry. Chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2, what is it all about? Chapter 2 is talking about pentadbiran. Pentadbiran apa? N and S. Everybody, very good. Now, N and S, guys, look at the name. I'm teaching you how to memorize N and S. Only 3 words here. So meaning N and S only have 3 states. Anyone here can remember the states? Apa ke tempat-tempat? Very good. Some of you tell me SPM. You can use SPM to memorize. But the reason why I don't use SPM is because I want you guys to remember the sequences. So I use another way. PMS. Okay, whatever lah. SPM, PMS also same thing lah, huh? So yeah, Penang first. Okay, what am I doing? Just not writing already, ma. Ayo. Penang. Yes, very good. It's SPM, I just remember lor. Penang, Malacca, Singapore. So I will say Singapore first, and then Malacca. Okay, so everybody, this is the topic here. You need to know what happened to these 3 states. Your British take over them. And remember, these 3 states, right? They have 2 similarities. Number 1, they are all pelabuhan located nearby Selat Malacca. Ini semua pelabuhan ya. Pulau Penang, Singapore, Malacca, they are all trading spots. Pusat perdagangan nearby the Selat Malacca. Number 1. Number 2, they don't have kings. Semua ini tak ada raja. What does it mean tak ada raja? Meaning they don't have their own king. They don't have their own sultan atau raja. They are all under certain government in charge. Boleh faham tak? Yeah, yes, your Malacca not under any kingdom anymore. That's why today Malacca no king one. So remember one thing, and S, tak ada Melayu. So that's why no king. You see your chapter 3 and chapter 4, they got negeri-negeri Melayu bersekutu. Negeri-negeri Melayu tidak bersekutu. So remember this for me, okay? So 3 alphabet, 3 states. So 2.1, basically your 2.1 is telling you, please, they basically explaining to you the process on how perluasan kuasa NNS. How your British take over these 3 states are. I should say Penang, Malacca, Singapore. SPM. How your British take over the SPM 3 states. Perluasan kuasa means expansion. Expansion. 扩大势力 means take over. So basically this one is telling you process. You need to tell me the whole process. Why, how, and what are the things that attracts them. Okay? This one, we will go through it today. But not details. Not details. Okay? So number 2, 2.2. 2.2 over here is talking about they signed what? Hello? Remember there's an agreement? Your British and Belanda, they signed the agreement. It's called Perjanjian London 1824. Perjanjian London. So remember, Perjanjian London, after they signed the agreement, apakah kesannya? What happened after they signed the agreement? What's the impact? What did they change? So you need to know. Everybody, this is also important, yeah. Let me check. So remember, this is also, what happened to my Apple Pencil? Now, guys, this one is also important because you need to know this agreement is signed by your British and Belanda. And you need to know, when they sign the agreement, what are the terms and conditions they list out? Like example, your British promise that they will leave Sumatra Island. Example, your British promise that they will not campur tangan or membuka pertempatan di Kepulauan Riau Lingga. And they give Bangka Hulu. Yes, you are right. See? These are the terms and conditions they agree with. So you need to know all the terms and conditions. And you need to know what happened after that. We only have 3 kesan. 1, 2, 3. What? Number 1. Number 1 is what? Your Johor Riau Empire gone. pecah. Kesultanan Johor Riau. I write short form, Kesultanan Johor Riau. Because not enough space. Ui, my 2.3 haven't right, ma. Number 2, your Selat Melaka right now is under British. Right? Number 3, your Alam Melayu area right now is being split into 2 area. 2 lingkungan pengaruh. You understand what I'm trying to say? They break down into 2 parts. One is under the Belanda. Indonesia, all the island down there is under Belanda. The other one is under your British. Now, I know you guys will say, teacher, British cat, Singapore, this and that. Everything, all this is their elaboration. Later we'll go through. Okay? Now, everybody, continue with the next one. Teacher, what is, okay. I should say Johor Riau. Just now, KJH, Kesultanan Johor Riau. I write Johor Riau. It's okay, you can just write short form one. Later, we will go through the nota. It's just that, guys, the reason why I prepared this for you, this is like an overview. I want you guys to understand the concept before you jump into memorization. A lot of you, you just memorize only, but you don't understand one. That's why you will forget. You will forget one. You will like, yo, I don't remember this when you panic. So you must really understand your sejarah terms and the key points. All these are the key points. When the moment you see perjanjian London, you must remember it's British and Belanda. When the moment you see the perjanjian, you must remember, okay, we talk about the terms and conditions. So what happened after they signed the agreement? Okay, it's like this. You must know how to relate. That's why I share in my normal class. I share that when you study sejarah, you must imagine this is like a tree, memory tree. Mind map, this concept, right? You can see my nota is like a mind map. Mind map is basically like a tree, memory tree. The concept, it starts from memory tree. The reason why we have mind map is because of the memory tree. You know what is memory tree? Basically, you memorize sejarah just like you're planting a tree. You must have your roots, and you must know what's the roots. Only they can branch out, ma. Only they can grow, ma. You must have roots, ma. Only you can grow. The branches, the stem, the branches, the leaves, and then the fruits. So you must know all this topic first. Only you're able to elaborate and tell me the details. Only you memorize the points. Don't straight away jump to the point, memorize everything. You will forget. Because once they give you some other words, you will lupa everything while you panic. Okay? Just my personal experience. This is how I study my sejarah last time. Okay? Because I don't like to memorize. Now 2.3. Now 2.3 is telling you how they form an NS. You still remember you still remember originally your British take over Penang, Singapore, Malacca. They at first are separated pentadbiran, meaning they manage their own way. Macam like Ramly Burger style. I told the student in my normal class, I mentioned that it's like Ramly Burger style. Everybody do different way. And then there's a lot of problem. Banyak orang complain. So, pembentukan NNS is basically 3 in 1. So you become like McDonald's. McDonald's means what? Everything standardized. The menu standardized, everything standardized, the rules, the regulations, everything. Uniform, standardized, seragam. So basically, NNS is like a 3 in 1 government. 3 in 1 government. So I always tell the student it's like a McDonald's style MCD. McDonald's. This one, I would say it's quite easy to understand. So you need to memorize. Okay? You need to memorize on your own. This one, read through. Okay, then 2.4. 2.4. 2.4 is telling you after your British, combine them become one system already, right? I told you everything become McDonald already. So how they manage the system. Now, at first, right? Okay, this one very interesting also. This one also need to study, pentadbiran. This one is talking about management. You see, I told you need to understand your root. This one is pembentukan, forming. This is like the start. How they start to form. This one is telling you how they manage. Now, NNS, how they manage. You still remember originally our NNS is under the Pejabat India? Under the India office? Yes. And then they changed to Pejabat Tanah Jajahan London. You need to know what makes them change. Why they from India change to Tanah Jajahan London? Why? You basically need to know why. Sorry, not change to why. The 5 factors. Yes, you need to tell me the businessmen, they are not happy because they need to pay tax. But because originally NNS is being known as Pelabuhan Bebas. So they need to pay tax. And the rupee, yes, they need to use rupee. And then they become the places to throw all the tempat buangan banduan. Banduan is the prisoner. Right? You still remember? And then the law is approved by the British India, not the local leaders. There's a lot of things happen. So total got 5 factors. The why, you need to know. Again, this is considered easy. So you just need to memorize the why only. So this one, on your own. So hari ini, we will focus on the topic that I put red color star one. Everyone here, you okay? So later we will highlight a few nota, we'll go through, explain, and then we will jump into the question quickly, okay? All clear? You're right? Okay, guys, let me explain to you why I need to focus on latihan a lot. I always encourage my student to do, normal class. In our normal class, of course, I will explain. Okay, but when you do revision, I don't recommend you guys to read your nota sahaja. In fact, you should read your you should do more practices. Need to copy this down, no need, no need lah. No need lah. If you feel like you want to copy, you copy lah. No worries ma. This one I copy down is because I want to explain your exam format. Your sejarah paper. Sejarah exam format. Now you remember, write down full paper. Now this time first term exam, different school, different style. Different school, different style. What I mean different school, different style? As in like some student, their school first term exam is full paper. Some student, maybe the first term exam not that strict. So maybe got bahagian A, bahagian B saja. Okay, macam like Kajang only 1 hour lor. That's why they got second term. Their second term is coming soon. Okay, so you guys depends, but I just want to share with you. Normally sejarah paper 2 hours. 2 hours. So within 2 hours, you need to settle 3 parts for me. You need to settle 3 parts for me. So what's the 3 parts? Bahagian A is what? Bahagian A is 20 objective question. That's why if you refer to my if you refer to my seminar notes, sorry, I want to say booster. Seminar notes, right? If you refer this seminar notes, I do provide you objective questions. Okay, but I'm not sure how many. I think it's 20 or 30. So it's okay. Do extra is a good thing. So normally in your exam, 20 objective questions. And then 20 marks. 20 marks. 2 hours for the whole paper. 2 jam. So how much times? I don't understand. 2 hours you need to complete for the whole thing. Bahagian A, B, C. Bahagian B, you have 4 structure. You understand? 4 structure, each of it 10 marks. So total 40 marks here. So everybody, this 10 marks here, right? They have bagian A, B, they have the part A, part B, part C. You get what I mean? So the structure question, just like what you do normally in class. And then bagian C, we have 2 essay. You just need to answer 1. So the 1 question is 20 marks. 2 essay, they will provide you 2 essay. 20 marks. So total 80 marks here. You convert, become 100 marks. Again, this one essay here, right? They also have the ABC. 4 essays. If you follow UASA is 2 essays, you answer 1 only. If you follow UASA lah. But if your school specific, because last time the old what we call the exam format lah, last time one lah, is 4 essay, you need to answer 2. That's why become 100 no? It makes sense, right? But now I don't know why they change. Because to be honest, 2 hours you need to do 2 essays is a bit rush. It's a bit rush actually. But then you know the 20 marks, right? 1 question 20 marks only. So you got the bagian A, B, C. And then normally it's like normally is the marking is like this. 668. 668. Total 20. My dear, you do your math. You add everything, time become to 80 marks. You do, then this is the marks you get, then you convert, become 100 lah. Itu saja. I mean, if you got the homework, I don't know what payable marks are, homework marks, then you convert. But I'm telling you this, everybody. Guys, listen. I'm telling you this. Yes. Yes, you are right, my dear. 668 or 488. Sometimes if you are lucky, 686. But they seldom give so low marks for your Kibala. Now listen here. Why am I showing you this? As I say, this one different school, first term exam different. But I'm showing you this UASA format is because I want to prove it to you all. Everyone, your structure, your essay worth a lot of marks. Please don't leave it blank. So that's why everybody do more questions. Because at the end of the day, you need to answer all these structures and essay. So that's why I always tell my student, my physical class student and online student, I say, after you finish my class, you need to do more practice one. Because you will tend to forget all the points. If you just reading is not enough. Memorizing also not enough one. Most importantly is practice. Because you need to write it out. So that you can confirm you get these marks. Understand? Okay? So everyone, let's quickly jump to the nota here. I just want to highlight a few points with you so that you have a brief idea of chapter 1, chapter 2 so that later when we do questions, you remember okay? You still need to read, everybody. You still need to read, but speed reading. Revision is not like you start from A to Z. Revision, you should spend more time on doing questions. Look at the question, look at the answer. Look at the way how the teacher asks and they test you. Not memorizing and then start from your nota. Okay, chapter 1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like this. No, that's not revision, okay? So everybody, let's go through the nota. So everyone, I told you 1.1. 1.1 over here, we will focus on the kegiatan intellectuals. What is kegiatan intellectuals, everybody? What is intellectuals? Intellectuals means what? Knowledge. Jepang person. Pendidikan, yes. So you see, the sejarah tells you one of the factor that causes we become more prosperity, stability is we must educate our people. We must make sure our masyarakat is berpendidikan. So when we talk about the education, we have the pendidikan tidak formal and pendidikan formal over here. Boleh faham? So let's look at the pendidikan tidak formal, because pendidikan tidak formal normally like you and I we will go for this pendidikan tidak formal. I repeat, if we go back to last time, back then, long time ago. Last time, like a 50 years, 100 years ago. Last time, the local people like you and I, we only have the chances to learn pendidikan tidak formal. Because pendidikan tidak formal very easy one. It's like a early education. Your daddy, mommy teach you one. Asuhan is like a very foundation basic. Example, your daddy might teach you table manners, how to makan, how to greetings, greet people, makan, wear your clothes, all those skills. So how you explain pendidikan tidak formal? Maksudnya adalah pendidikan awal, okay? Or you can say pendidikan asuhan dalam institusi keluarga. See? Family education. Your daddy, mommy, your family members, auntie, uncle, gong, popo, everybody teach you. So they basically teach you the skills, They basically teach you the skills. Example, plantation. Back then, you need to survive, you need food, what? So they teach you how to plant, catch fishes. Tukan is all you professional in certain skills. Pro in certain skills. Example, like I give you example, tukang masak. Tukang masak is called what? Chef. You very pro in certain skills. Yeah, cooking. So you are called as, normally we call chef as tukang masak. I mean, of course, you have the Malay word called chef. Tapi long time ago, they call tukang masak. Carpenter, those that, wood cutter, all those, they say tukang kayu. Understand? So they teach you all these things, and then your daddy, mommy, family members, they teach you all those craft tangan, art and craft. Okay? And then next one, ilmu agama. Knowledge, like how to pray, respect, everything. Berpekerti mulia means your behavior, cara berkawan, okay, menjaga maruah. So normally daddy, mommy, how they teach you? By telling you stories, pantun, syair, peribahasa, pantalan, cerita stories that provide some moral values, pengajaran, teladan. So this is your pendidikan tidak formal. In general, their explanation. Okay? Now for Sarawak and Sabah, they also very focused on the informal education because they have a lot of different race and ethnic. You know what is race and ethnic? For those who attended my normal class, I do explain this in the class. Yes, I told you that Sabah Sarawak, they have a lot of race, different ethnic suku kaum, right? So therefore, they have their own adat. Yes, you are right. They have their own traditions and beliefs. Customs law. Yes, 传统习俗. So they have a lot of rules they need to follow one. You don't ask why. Like Chinese, Malay, Indian, we also have our law, especially like Chinese, we got so many different dialect, right? So many suku. Example, I'm Hokkien. So like Hokkien family, we have one culture, which is like, when your family member pass away, last time, the very old adat is they say within 7 years, you cannot have any celebration at your house. No Chinese New Year celebration, meaning no ang pao. Cannot give, but can take. Last time, my family. Hey, what are you? It's good, what? No, I'm just joking, I'm just joking. I mean, like, you can take, but you cannot give. Yeah, because they say cannot have big celebration, no birthday celebration, those like cannot have party, no wedding. This kind of thing, you see, adat. But of course, we here not so strict, not so strict. But for Sabah Sarawak, because their suku and ethnic, they really, really believe in all these things, right? So they will focus on that. They will educate their younger generation with all those customs laws. So you see, they also teach them the skill. They teach them the skill like hunting. You see, very different from us one. They teach us farming, plantation, but they teach their people hunting because Sarawak Sabah Sarawak ada banyak forest. And then they collect the hasil hutan. Meramu means like collecting, cutting down the trees, cutting down the memungut meramu. Okay? So for Sabah, also same thing, they teach them the skills. Example, like how to farm, plant, bertukang, berburu, memanjat, memancing, menyumpit. How to hunting using all those things. Okay. So itu saja. Everybody, can you help me to change the word? This is peternak. There's a R over there. Peternakan ternak. If you see any typo, you own self check. Check with your textbook. Because sometimes we type too fast. So I'm so sorry. Everybody, so far so good. Now, if you are good, press 1, everyone. Pendidikan tidak formal. Ini tak formal. Tidak formal. Now, pendidikan formal Okay tak apa. Let's say, guys, you cannot finish highlighting everything. It's okay. You can screenshot or either you watch the video again. So if you're rushing, you're having exam next week, then you screenshot lor. But if you can wait, then I think by latest tomorrow or maybe a Monday or Tuesday lah, I think the video will be up at YouTube. So you can rewatch that whole thing again. And including the answer. Because I did not post the answer at the Google Drive. So if you need the answer, later screenshot or either you watch back the video. Okay. I didn't provide. I will not post any answer at Google Drive there. Okay? Itu saja. So everybody, let's look at the formal and tidak formal and formal. Now for formal over here, everyone, for the formal education, what is formal? Formal means like right now. That's why you see the beginning of the class, I asked you all, do you guys have the material with you? Do you guys have the soft copy or the hard copy nota with you? See, you need material. You need like a person in front here, teaching, explaining, guidance. So ini pendidikan formal. Boleh faham? So dekat sini, pendidikan formal, normally you can find it at palace. But of course, this one is for the royals. That's why they teach them about the government, the system politics. Masjid and surau. Masjid and surau, obviously, you can see they focus on what education? Hello, everybody. The moment you see masjid and surau, pendidikan pondok, I believe you guys know lah. Pendidikan formal di our country here, lebih menitik berat. Right? They more focus on what? Yes. Ilmu keagamaan. And you can bracket there, which is more focused on Islam. Agama Islam. You're right. Okay? So that's why you see, the moment you see masjid and surau, you know that they will teach you all these things, one. Cara bacaan dalam solat, tajweed. They will learn, they will teach you all these hadith, fiqh, usuluddin. Now listen here. I know you guys will say, teacher, I cannot remember all these things. That's why I'm writing down for you, ma. Ilmu keagamaan. All this actually is the foundation. Example like those beginner, those anak-anak the very first time they masuk Islam kan, so they don't know how to berdoa, bersolat, the knowledge semua pun tak tahu. So this is like a beginner lesson. So I understand for some students, you really cannot memorize this. Then you just mention, they focus on ilmu agama. Then you give me some contoh lah. Example, Al-Quran. Al-Quran should be okay lah. Al-Quran hadis this buku-buku should be okay lah. Okay? So dekat itu pondok. Pendidikan pondok macam like primary school. This is like a primary school here. They're teaching you Al-Quran, ilmu hadis, and bahasa Arab. They will teach you how to read the Al-Quran, understand the scriptures, everything, and then they will explain. They will teach you the Arabic words, because the tulisan Jawi is mixed with the bahasa Arab one, the writing. So that's why they will teach you, so that you can understand more about the context in the Al-Quran. Boleh faham? Okay. Now, let's look at madrasah. Madrasah is something special. College. Madrasah is college here. So can you see? Mempunyai sukatan pelajaran. There's a syllabus plan you need to follow. And then we have a class. See, we have the beginner class, the middle level class, and the special class means high class. And then we even have this department to managing the fees. Jawatan Kewangan. So sukatan pelajaran means the syllabus. 课程. Meaning ada buku teks punya. Ada chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Boleh faham? So under this case, because of this formal education, we realize that BM and tulisan Jawi banyak important at our country here. Okay, so we also have a lot of buku-buku was found at our government here. Perkembangan. So this proof that we have a lot of cendekiawan, means knowledgeable leader, smart leaders. So for Sarawak there, they also same thing. They have masjid, sekolah, agama to teach them all these things. Sabah, very limited. Very, very limited. They will still teaching. They still got teach. It's just that very limited. You don't see very big institution. Normally, if the students they really want to study formal education you can go to surau, pondok, or even the cikgu house, guru agama punya rumah. That is like, you see, that is how they describe their opportunity to study. It's a very limited. So ini pendidikan formal and tidak formal. Boleh faham? Everybody here, you okay? Yep. Now, if everybody good, let's look at the next one over here, which is your 1.2. So your 1.2 is talking about the factor kedatangan. Okay, means what are the factors that causes all these Western people come here? I told you already. When the moment you see the question is asking you factor, you need to tell me you need to focus on the timing. Boleh faham tak? You must focus at the timing. So I put red color, okay? So that you can remember. Red color. Timing. So abad ke-16. Abad ke-16. 16th century. Very easy to memorize one. Just use common sense. Now, this is how I teach the Mandarin class student just now. Okay. Now, if you are my normal student, you heard this before already lah. So remember, all these countries, guys, listen, all these Western people, do you think it's easy for them to travel all the way to our country here? Our country is Southeast Asia. Do you think it's easy? The whole journey, you think what? Macam like you take the itu air flight, direct flight here. No, it's not easy, you know. They need to like up and traveling with the kapal, boats floating there, and then the angin, monsoon, everything is very challenging, you know. So always remember, 16th century, this is like the beginning stage. When they just reach our country here, what do you think, guys? Do you think they will straight away attack us and take over our land? I'm not saying that Western country they are a good person. Wow, teacher, you say they don't penjajahan, no penjajahan. No, they also greedy. They also want something from us. But what I'm trying to say is logical thinking, common sense. The very first time when they reach our country here, do you think they will immediately attack, take over our country, and then take over our resources? No way lah. Why leh? Hello, this is their very first time reach here. They are not even familiar with this location here. They don't know what you have, you know. They don't even know what resources you have. They immediately attack you. So, of course, at the 16th century here, look at my answer. You see, the answer is all trading. It's all related to business trading. That's why you see I draw the kapal. Remember, they travel with kapal and they stop at pelabuhan. So look at my answer here. My answer is what? Barangan mewah. They travel all the way here is to buy fancy stuff. Something special dekat sini. Can you imagine like your cikgu, imagine me, I travel to China there, I buy the China nasi, China beras balik sini. Do you think I will do that? No lah, guys. Here also got beras. What for I buy from there? You understand? Of course, I will buy something special from China. Same thing goes to them. They will buy something special from us. Example, spices. Barang mewah is like spices. Okay? Emas, perak. All this. Of course, we have a lot. Minyak wangi, batu permata, gading, hasil hutan. So you choose, but I will choose this few. Please do not tell me BJ Timah. I got a lot of students just now when we do question, they tell me PJ Timah, ini salah. Why? 16th century, guys. Not yet, not yet, not that fast. Okay? And also they want to buy something from China here. They want to buy something from China, which is the Te, Sutera, and Tembika. Te, Sutera, Tembika. Boleh faham tak? So this is your number one. Okay. Number two, you see, it's trading. It's trading again. So I told you, your Western country. Semua orang Western kan, they want the things from China, especially the tea. Maybe they like to high tea, they love Chinese tea, China tea. The thing is, your China, last time got request one, itu negara China, they got request one, So your China people say, I want something from the Malay land. So if you want to trade with me, bring something from Alam Melayu, bring something from the Malay government. So kalau tak ada, no business. So that's why your Western country, I want to say British, sorry. A Western country, not just British, Portugal, Spain, all these country, right? They start to use our land here to act as a center to collect all these goods. Okay? And also they say it's a pelabuhan persinggahan. It's a very good pelabuhan area, protected by the angin monsoon, everything. And then agama Christian, Spaniel and Portugal. I told you, 16th century, the earliest country that reached our Asia Tenggara here is Portugal and Spaniel. Portugal come to Malacca, lor. Then your Portuguese come to Malacca, ma. And then your Spaniel go to Philippines. Spaniel go to Philippines over there, lor. So this is your 16th century. Very easy. Just remember, they come here to shopping, buy something special from our area here. But when it comes to 17th to 18th century, the story is different. Because they start to, They start to have revolusi perindustrian. Apa tu revolusi perindustrian? Industrial revolution. Industry means what? Guys, I told you, imagine this is like a tree. This is your root. You need to relate. Yes, industry perindustrian means we start to what? Build factory. Yes, you're right. We build factory. And what do? We start to work and manufacturing, right? Processing, produce a lot, right? So you can say, produce banyak, a lot. We produce a lot of product. So therefore, when you want to produce a lot of things, like, you want to manufacture this and that, you need resources. So therefore, you need bahan mentah and also a market to sell. And that's the reason why they are here. So who is the country that started to do this revolution perindustrian? The Britain. Now, listen carefully. Do not write British. Because right now, normally the question, they will ask you to give them the country. I don't want the KUASA. Kalau they cakap KUASA, you boleh letak, you can put like British. Because the KUASA, the force, can be referring to the government, can be referring to the businessman, can be referring to anyone. Tapi negara mesti negara nama lah. Boleh faham tak? I'm so sorry because I saw the students, the first term exam, they write British. The cikgu banyak strict lah. They say tak boleh. Ini bukan KUASA. They ask you for country. British is not a country. Britain baru a country. You understand? So Britain, German, and Perancis. So I told you, barangan dikeluarkan secara besar-besaran. They need to produce a lot. And then they need to sell. So therefore, they need to find a place for them to trade. Take over the land so that they can get the resources and marketing their product. Pasaran means marketing. Boleh faham? Easy. And then you can say, you can further elaborate by saying that after they sell the thing, untuk mendapat apa tu? Keuntungan yang maksimum. Untungan yang maksimum. Itu saja. Okay? Now, so therefore you see the changes, right? Wow, the revolution already. Okay, 19th to 20th century. So they're getting more and more like you know, semangat lah. They want more resources ma. So competition starts, you know, Britain, wow, improve. German improve. Wow, Perancis are. So Western country, their situation, the atmosphere, everything is changed. It's different. So right now you can see the purpose why they are here is very, very clear cut. They're very straightforward already. They say they datang sini is because our land is very subur. Because we can plant getah. Can you see that? The reason why they come here is because they see the land is so good eh. Wow, can plant getah eh. And the getah can use it for what? Kereta. Because I can use the getah asli to do what? Taya. Ah. That's how you relate. Like this, I memorized 2 points already. Other than the land is good, you know, underground there, I have a lot of resources. The resources like biji timah, emas, petroleum. Just remember biji timah lah. Biji timah. The moment you have biji timah, you can use what? Use the biji timah to make tin. Tengok. The points and elaboration. So industry mengerti started. We start to use the biji timah to mengerti. Bung-bung mengerti makanan, mengerti minuman, bung-bung rumah, tong minyak, everything the same. So like this are 4 point. I mean, if you want to separate this one also can, guys. If you want to separate can one, no worries. Like this 4 points. Then continue. They form a shortcut. To speed up the process. That's why I say mempercepatkan urusan perniagaan. Terusan Suez is a man-made river. They purposely created a man-made river. So they that become a shortcut law. And then kapal wap also same thing. Speed up the process for them to trade because they able to reach here faster. Okay. Competition starts. Always remember, they are fighting for what? Fighting for the land because this is what they believe. The bigger the land you have, the bigger the land you have, sanjungan tinggi yang diperoleh. What is sanjungan? Respect. And people will look up to you. Sanjungan tinggi. 声望. Your image and your reputation, every single thing is like sangat tinggi. So people respect you. Okay? And then we start to have telegraph and the slogan Bebas Orang Putih. These are the factors that causes your Western people come here lah. Like speed up their process very fast they reach here. And you can see with all these things they use, strategy they use, the method they use, you can see they very, very the semangat and aggressive very, very, you know, kanchong, they want to take over our land. Everybody, you good with this one? So the rest of it is the huraian, should be okay for you. And now is the strategy. Itu strategy kan. Portuguese now just now remember I told you, Portuguese, Belanda, British. Now Portuguese very easy. It's only physical attack. They attack Malacca what? Right, and Malacca lose So satu saja. Okay, and then you're British. Now Belanda is serangan physical, penjajah pakatan. And then British, because they focus on diplomacy, therefore semua ini strategy, your British, they got involved, they got used all these strategies. Because your British don't want to directly, They want to directly attack people and then destroy the diplomatic relationship. So that's why they say bersifat diplomacy means they want to use another way to slowly, one by one, take over your land. Now, a lot of students asking me, teacher, diplomacy means diplomatic relationship. You know, hubungan luar? So like they try not to attack. Basically diplomacy means they try not to attack. That's why you see serangan physical is their last strategy. Now, a lot of students just now, they ask me, teacher, this one maksud how to memorize your teacher need to memorize everything. You know, the maksud. Do I need to memorize everything? Okay, I will say, if you're able to memorize everything, it will be good, you know. Why not? I mean, you can memorize only 2 chapters, what? You know, some school, their first semester exam only 2 chapters. Kalau 3, 4, 5, then it's different story lah. Okay. Then listen. My recommendation is study smart, not study hard. So if you're asking me, I will suggest you guys memorize those that are repeated. Now, what does it mean repeated? Meaning, example, Pakatan Perjanjian and Serangan Physical. Because everybody using this method. So if they really want to ask you the meaning, they will also ask the relevant meaning one. You get the idea. Pakatan, Perjanjian, and the Serangan Physical. Serangan Physical, everybody use. So Pakatan Perjanjian. And then another one I will suggest you guys to memorize is manipulasi. Manipulation. My suggestion. I mean, if you're asking me which one I will memorize these 4. The rest you still need to read through, because objective they will ask you. And down here, this is the contoh. The contoh they give you respectively based on the strategy they use. I saw most questions ask contoh because they're asking you bagaimanakah. So that's why you need to remember. But this one should be okay for you, all right? Because you already finished chapter 2, 3, 4. Should be okay. Because most of them design Pakatan, most of them design Perjanjian, Pakatan, manipulasi. Am I right? So you just need to remember the name lah. Okay? So chapter 1, we are done. Let's go to chapter 2. Now, again and again, everybody, as I said, my focus today is do question. So I have another 1 more hour to go. So I will not go through the details, but I will teach you how to use my nota to revision. Is it okay? Because I think you guys can read on your own one. Already short notes, right? Okay. I go through with you the nota is because got student ask me, teacher, I actually don't understand why suddenly like that, and then like that. You know, I don't know what is it all about. Okay, so I explain. Okay, I'm here to explain. So first of all, 2.1 over here is telling you your NNS. So the very first stage that your British takeover is Penang. So you need to know, actually, before your British, before your British take over your Penang, right? What happened to Penang? So this is before British, this box here. So you need to read this first for me. So that's why it starts from here. Okay? After you know the before already, right? You need to know why. Why Penang was being choose. You know why they choose Penang? Because they say, pusat pengumpulan barang, pelabuhan persinggalan, pangkalan tentera. These are the 3 reasons. And then the explanation is behind. They say act as a trading spot, collection center, and the military base, pangkalan tentera. Why Penang was being selected. And you need to know the how. How British take over. So the British starts to what? Manipulasi. Perapuna takta. Ancaman siam. Right, your British manipulate. They're trying to involve. And then your friends is like, what did they do? And then your friends is like, over here. Tipu hela. Manipulasi. Perjanjian. Tipu hela. So the moment you see Francis, like, you know the strategy is tipu hela. Because they're cheating your sultan. And the last one here, this is the ending story. You need to know at the end of the day, when your sultan realized that your Francis like lied to him, what happened to the Sultan Kedah? Okay? So everybody, you know the story, right? Read through. Kalau don't understand, you can just you can you can you can check it with your textbook. Okay? Same thing goes to your Singapore. If you see any typo, right? Kalau very common sense, right, is okay. Kalau it's like fakta punya typo, you let me know lor. Okay? So you let me know. Let me know. So this one is before So before your British take over Singapore, what happened to them? Before. Then they telling you, do you know when your British wanted to take over the Singapore that time? Actually before that got a war happen. Then this war triggers them wanted to take over a new land. That's why your British says, I need a new place. Okay? So you need to tell me why. The reason why are all here. 4 answers. Number 1, your British need Singapore because they need a strategic location to compete with Belanda. Number 2, your Singapore location is very good. It's located at the southern part of the Tanah Melayu area. They're able to control all the Selat Melaka and Selat Sunda business. So like these 3 marks idea. 1, 2, 3. And also they say Singapore is very good, you know, the location is good. So they are very suitable to become a pusat pengumpulan barang-barangan di Alam Melayu. Collect a lot of resources here. Good one. Your British one, ma. So they can collect, they can trade with China. Okay? So you need to know the process. How they take over. They go and find your Temenggong, Johor. Because your Singapore is under Johor. So remember, they go and find your Johor, they campur tangan in the issue Perisa Takta, and then at the end of the day, they sign agreement to take over Singapore over here. Clear? That's how it works. Yeah? Can Okay. Then it's Malacca. Now you need to know before Malacca lah. This is very easy. Then the factors. Pakatan British. So remember when why Malacca was being controlled by British is because of the Belanda give it to them. So you need to know why. Why British Belanda they starts to pakat together and everything. So the 3 answers here you guys own self read through and they sign agreement. And now you need to know what's the terms and conditions. Important. And you need to know what is the kesan utama, kesan kedua, kesan ketiga. I told you just now. Your Alam Melayu right now break down into two area. Bawah 2 lingkungan pengaruh. Your Johor Riau was being separated, break down into pieces. So no longer having your Singapore is under British. And then Riau Lingga Island. Riau Lingga Island is another side already. It's considered under Belanda. I told you, your Alam Melayu right now split into 2. One is under British, another one is under Belanda. So Riau Lingga Island is considered under Belanda area. Then your Pahang so everybody so kelang kabut, right? Your Pahang so everybody so like huru hara, not stable. So your Pahang free themselves. Cuba membebaskan diri. And the last one here is Selat Melaka under British control. Everyone here, you good? So right now, guys, okay, I know maybe right now afternoon you'll be tired okay? So everybody, it's time for us to do exercise. So right now we'll spam questions. Structure question first, shall we? Let's quickly settle the structure questions. Okay? Let's go. Any more soalan you want to tanya? No? Okay, guys. You know what? Because I need to drink water. My throat very dry right now. So I give you guys like a 5 minutes. You can take this as a break also. Take this as a break. If you don't want to break, you feel like you're okay. Then you continue do this. Come, let's try this question. I think this is page number 9. Okay, yes. Page number 9. Try, and I'll be back. I go and get my water, sorry. I'll be back. Okay? Take this as a break. Don't go. Don't leave. You just continue like that. Okay? So everybody, try. And then later I want the answer from you all. Thank you so much. Yo, guys, I'm back. So, shall we look at the chewy chewy? Now, guys, just want to remind some student here because I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just telling you, informing you guys, what I know lah. Okay, about your school exam, your school teachers requirement, everything. Okay, now this afternoon, just now lah, not this afternoon, just now I discussed with the Mandarin class student ma. So right now I continue here. Now everybody, look at the questions here. You see, I told you already, you don't just study, study, study. You must look at the question, how they ask you. Because for some student, right, they study a lot. They memorize a lot. They sangat rajin. Tapi when it comes to exam, they look at the question, they tell me, cikgu, saya tak faham. I actually don't know what they're asking, actual teacher. How ah? No how one. You need to do more practice. That's the reason why we are here. Okay, nyatakan ciri-ciri pendidikan formal, everybody. See, the question is asking you to state the ciri-ciri pendidikan formal for masyarakat Melayu lah. Last time masyarakat Melayu is referring to the our country lah, our people lah. So you need to tell me formal education, yeah, formal education. What's so special about their formal education? Any features, any ciri-ciri? So you see, formal. Formal. Okay, good. So you see, everybody, before we start writing the answer, now for some school, their teachers, they are quite free and easy, quite chill. So you can just very straightforward lah. You just need to tell me pendidikan formal dilaksanakan di mana, pendidikan formal menekankan ilmu agama, you can just tell me all this. Sure way you can get marks. But for some school teacher, they very specific, very particular one. The teachers they got requirement, the requests. I'm not sure. So that's why I'm telling you here. If your teacher requests, you just follow. Example, like some teacher, they say, I need to have the kepala ayat. Like I want, they request the student to copy the whole thing. Baru you tulis you punya answer. Anyone here? Your school teacher mentioned this. Now, kalau tak ada, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I just do normally lah. Just like telling me, this pendidikan formal is at where? Like this. Tak apa. Okay, continue saja. But if your school teacher, they do mention, then you do it for your teacher lah. Make your teacher happy lah. I told the Form 5 student because right now is your school teacher mark your paper. Not me. If you tell me the answer, I give you the point. You give me the point, I sure will give you the marks. But your school teacher, they got their pattern so you just follow her lor. Make her happy lah. So she happy, you also happy ma. Okay? Can lah. So now, so I see none of you, nobody telling me anything. So I assume all of you, your school teacher free and easy one So I will just straight away write the answer Okay you know the rules Okay, let's go. Now, pendidikan formal, yes, guys. Formal education means what? They need to go to school. So last time, pendidikan formal education is at where? Dekat mana? Dilaksanakan di mana? Dilaksanakan di? Very good. Di istana, surau, masjid. Apa tu? Masjid, pondok, and madrasah. Everybody, you write like this, you get 1 mark. Unless you want to get like more marks, then you need to explain lah. Tapi dekat sini no need to explain lah because is nyatakan. So you can tell me this pendidikan formal. Example just now I told you, some teacher, right? They want the kepala ayat, they want like selain itu, seterusnya, all this penanda wacana, just follow saja. So selain itu, other than that, So they focus on what this education emphasizing on agama knowledge. So you can say selain itu pendidikan formal ini menitik beratkan. Menitik beratkan apa? Ilmu keagamaan. Menekankan also can? Can? I would you can say yeah itu agama Islam can, but I will recommend you guys try to write the answer 1.1 sentence. This is my habit lah. This is my habit. My teacher last time teach me like this dekat sekolah. So it becomes my habit lor. I normally don't combine the answer together, but you can do it. I mean, because this is just nyatakan mah. But I will not doing it. I don't know why. It's already my habit lah. So I will just continue right. Pendidikan formal bercorak Islam. Bercorak Islam is following Islam one. Like this, you 3 marks. Boleh faham? Macam ni. So 1, 2, 3. Why is bercorak the pattern? The pattern, the format, the system. Like this all bercorak. Okay, then the next one. This one I explain. Tidak formal. For peribumi di Sarawak. Read carefully. Read carefully. The informal education at Sarawak there. So at Sarawak there. Apa tu? What happened to them? So just a suggestion everyone, whenever you don't know how to start your sentence right, copy paste from your questions That's the reason why your teacher asking you to do the kepala ayat right? Okay, come, let's look at here. Pendidikan tidak formal peribumi di Sarawak, bagi peribumi di Sarawak, sorry I will say they teach the skill. Oh my god, what am I doing? Sorry I very blur. I write wrongly. Pendidikan tidak formal bagi peribumi di Sarawak adalah kemahiran. Yes, they teach them the skill. Diajar. You can tell me some contoh-contoh seperti. You give me one contoh also can. Two contoh also can. One or two also can. One just enough lah. Ya, cara membunuh. Membunuh, sorry. Memburu. Oh my god, guys. See, you don't talk to me. I say wrong information. Memburu. Memburu means hunting. Or you can say meramu hasil hutan. Oh my god. Morning class I write wrong stuff. Afternoon class, I say wrong thing. Boy. Membunuh. Memburu. Memburu. Oh my god. Okay. Memburu. Like this. Either one will do lah. Okay? Anything else? Number 2. Everybody. Melalui cerita lisan. Yes. So you can say their education is telling the stories and always the stories related to what? Remember I told you Sabah Sarawak they got too many different race, not religion, my dear. They are more focused on their kepercayaan and their amalan. Yes. So you should say what? Pendidikan ini diperoleh melalui cerita lisan. Selain itu, pendidikan tidak formal juga berkaitan dengan amalan dan kepercayaan turun temurun sesebuah etnik. Okay, like this you get 1 mark. Melalui cerita lisan related to their culture. 3. The last one here. Do you think education is important? Of course, yes. So what's the importance? Everybody, very important Because why? Again, no, you need to start your sentence. Pada pendapat saya, kepentingan pendidikan dalam kehidupan manusia. So for human being, very good. Melahirkan individu yang berakhlak mulia. Fantastic answer. Good answer, good answer. So let me copy paste my answer first. Okay. Okay, wait. I copy your answer first. Because your answer is also correct. Good, good, good. Melahirkan generasi muda yang berakhlak tinggi, berhemat tinggi also can, but berhemat tinggi will be more accurate if the question is asking for pendidikan tidak formal. Because this one education can also lah, berhemat tinggi also can lah. No worries, can write. Sorry. Yeah. Can write. Still can write the answer. No worry. Tulis saja. So this is my answer here. Because for KBAT, right, I don't want to waste the time to copy because any answer can accept ma. So you see, melahirkan golongan bijak pandai, melahirkan insan yang berkepribadian mulia. This one berkepribadian mulia means like your behaviors is like so good, Actually, berakhlak mulia also the same thing. It's just that this one more atas sikit lah. The words lah. And then change your living standards because the more knowledge you have, your lifestyle, your thinking, your mindset will be different. So your taraf hidup, the living standards will be different. And you will start to live in a peaceful way. And then number 5 is you will start to membangunkan the masyarakat negara kita. Membangun means development, improvement, maju, like this. Now listen carefully, again and again. If your school teacher did request you to write the fakta, huraian, contoh, inference, or kesan, do it for your teacher. So you can tell me, we have melahirkan golongan bijak pandai. So we have the smart people gang. So what is the huraian? You can see they can contribute back, menyumbang kepada kemajuan negara kita. Contribute back to our country's development. So contohnya, you can say we have a new technology, new building design, KLCC dibina, like this. Okay, if you want to say dapat peluang kerja yang dengan mudah also can. Can get I mean can consider the huraian. And then the inference is like our country will be lebih modern dan canggih because we have new technology. You understand? Fakta, huraian, contoh, inference. Boleh faham? Macam tu. If you follow my style here, this is all fakta. It's all fakta. It's all facts. Means it's all points. So, yes, follow your school teacher first. Okay? Boleh faham? If everybody good, let's go to the next one over here. Shall we? Let's go to the next one. Now, the next one over here, question number 2. Question number 2, they're telling you 16th century. 16th century, we request a lot of, the people starts to request a lot of barang mewah. Can you give me 2 types of barangan mewah? There's a lot. There's a lot. Minyak wangi, emas. My dear, 16th century. 16 the beginning stage Don't tell me got biji timah. I told you already biji timah tak boleh. So you can give me a very typical one. Rempah ratus. Emas. Perak. Okay? Normally I will memorize these 3. Alam Melayu one This one Alam Melayu one the guy Southeast Asia. Do you still remember the British, the Europeans, Western people, they want something from China? So you can give me the China product also because memang this is barangan mewah. So like teh, silk, and one more. China very famous one. Tembikar. Yes, yes, you're right. Everybody, you following? So always remember, I told you the timing very important. Timing sangat-sangat important. Boleh faham? Now, guys, next one here. They're telling you how revolusi perindustrian memberi kesan terhadap kedatangan kuasa barat pada abad ke-17. So, revolusi perindustrian started during 17th century. So, basically, they're asking you what is the impact. So, all these country, what's the impact that causes what's the impact towards all these Western people? So first of all, you need to tell me who started this revolution first. Britain. You see, listen, everybody. Now, I got some students, they say, teacher, can write this one, meh? Can write, meh, teacher? I thought you should say, what happened to us? No, the question is asking, what are the kesan to the Western people? So, you can see what? You can see that, Kuasa Barat, you can see that the country, you can see this perindustrian started to berkembang di Britain, German, Perancis. So therefore, oleh itu, mereka, they need to find a new pusat perdagangan. Right? Baharu. Selain itu, they need what? What do they need, guys? They need the resources. Sorry, what? No need huraian? No need. What do you mean huraian? Huraian is another sentence, what? No need. I mean, if you want to write untuk keundangan maximum also can but I will say no point because it's only 4 marks. This one is my huraian Oleh itu, they start to find a new place for them to trade. And then I continue my sentence You see, I continue my elaboration here. Selain itu, kuasa barat memerlukan tanah jajahan. So everybody, they need tanah jajahan to do what? Eksploitasi the sumber asli. So, Okay lah, if you want the elaboration, you see, oh, we need a lot of resource, new land to fulfill the needs of the bahan mentah that we need untuk memenuhi permintaan bahan mentah yang tinggi. Mereka juga memerlukan, or this country they also need a pasaran, a market. Wait ah. Baharu untuk memasarkan their product. So that's my answer here. Number one, I mentioned that the countries, so they need a new place to trade. And number three, they need the land. Number four, actually this one you can also get 1 mark already. This one, memenuhi permintaan bahan mentah yang tinggi. So fulfill their needs. So they come here is to get the resources, the raw material. And then number five, market, so that they can sell. Everyone here, you good? Yes. Continue the next one here. What's the factor they come here during 19 and 20 century? Kesuburan tanah, yes. So again, I told you, if the teacher asking you to write down, you know, antara factor kedatangan kuasa barat. Pada, ayo, guys, I lazy lah. Not enough time some more. Adalah, it's because kesuburan tanah di alam Melayu. And then you can say yang dapat menanam. Can plant what? Getah, tebu, kopi. Like this, oh? Getah, tebu, kopi, kesuburan tanah. I told you how to memorize. So continue. Selain itu, negara kita mempunyai apa? We have a lot of kekayaan hasil bumi. My dear, getah is over here already. Getah is over there. Then the plantation. Getah you plant one, you can't get the resources. Getah you plant subur tanah. Kekayaan hasil bumi is something you can get from the underground. So what are the things? Yes, biji timah. So, seperti biji timah, emas, perak, all those But I will just write biji timah. So you can say, because of this biji timah and getah, perkembangan industri started, and they start to have tayar. Bukan itu sahaja perkembangan industri mengerti juga berlaku. You want to give me a contoh-contoh? Also can. You want to give me contoh-contoh like seperti bumbung rumah, mengerti makanan, also can. Now, if you think that teacher a bit risky leh, I got some student they say, teacher a bit risky leh, I scared later this one teacher counted as 1 mark, then you say one extra lah. You can say pembukaan terusan Suez. Mempercepatkan urusan perdagangan. Taya, ciptaan taya. Ciptaan taya. Kereta mah, you use the rubber to make taya. Suez. Okay? You choose kapal wap. Telegraph. Slogan bebas orang putih. There's a lot of answer there. You good? Yeah? So if you're done, please press 1 everyone. Yo. Okay can boleh faham Okay. This one is not K-Bat This one not K-Bat obviously So don't every time you see part C, you thought that it's K-Bat, but actually it's not. If you cannot finish right, it's okay. Screenshot first Actually, all this is from my nota one. You can get the answer from my nota. Okay. So guys, let's go to the next page because we need to do the essay. We have another few more questions we need to go through and the essay. So, apakah maksud strategi pakatan, everybody? What's the meaning of pakatan? See? I told you, my suggestion. The meaning 2 marks So you need to tell me maksud strategi pakatan adalah pemuafakatan. You know what is pakatan or not? Pakatan means alliance. Kerjasama together as one. You should tell me kerjasama, bukan hubungan. It's not just a relationship. What kind of relationship you see? You see, that's the reason why I'm asking you guys to do the questions. Because so that you know, the moment I write pemuafakatan, 1 mark. And then you explain. Sorry. Pakatan adalah bekerja sama dengan pihak lain. Work together with another person to melaksanakan sesuatu perkara. So like this, 1 mark, 1 mark. Understand? Now, Belanda, they are more aggressive. Can you please explain the strategy they use? Belanda, they are more aggressive. So yes, they use serangan physical. Anything else? Now, actually, they say aggressive already, right? Basically, they're asking you to explain the serangan physical. So you need to tell me, so you need to tell me they use serangan physical. What is the maksud? So you can say serangan physical ialah, tell me the maksud. Tindakan untuk menyerang, right? You attack people ke atas pihak lawan. Untuk mencapai matlamat. So I'm putting this down is because I want to let you guys know how many points there. You need to tell me Belanda menggunakan strategi serangan, and then you explain what is strategi serangan. Like these 2 marks, oh. And then you give me contoh-contoh. Guys, they attack who? So if possible, you can tell me the year lah. I mean, if possible, you tell me the year. If you don't remember the year, at least you tell me what did they do. Oh, example, Belanda attack which island? Belanda attack what area? You know. So example, 16. Contohnya, serangan pada 1650 ya. What happened? Sorry. You can say they attack Pulau Bangkok kerana apa? Dasar monopoli PJ Timah. Another attack. Wait, I read wrongly. If you don't remember the year, it's okay. 1782. I just not write wrongly. Sorry. I want to write in 1882. 1782. And 1784. Yeah. The Johor. If you don't remember the year, it's okay. Just write the place. They attacked Johor. Also because of business trading. Like this, 4 marks. This one is a full sentence already, yeah? So no need to tambah perkataan. So at the end of the day, everybody, okay, but if you are the leader, what strategy you will choose to stop tindakan musuh? Now, everybody, I understand that sometimes you guys will tell me, teacher, I don't know how to answer K, but it's because I don't understand what they're asking. Just now, my Mandarin class student, they told me this. Now, let's say this question. I guess, I think, you guys don't know what is andaikan. Okay? Maybe some of you don't know what is andaikan. It's okay. But you know, anda seorang pemimpin tentera, right? I believe you guys know. Strategy, you know what? I told you this whole thing is talking about strategy. Strategy yang anda pilih. Pilih means choose. Maybe you don't know what is memata, tindakan, musuh. Tak apa. No worries. Read the sentence, you still can understand one. Anda seorang pemimpin tentera. Apakah strategi yang akan anda pilih? what's the strategy you will choose? What strategy? See? You understand or not? What I'm trying to tell you here is, guys, don't because of one word. Kalau the word is very important, then no choice, so you need to guess. If let's say the sentence is very short, and then that one particular word is a keyword, and you don't understand, then no choice. You need to force yourselves to think. Normally what the question asking, okay, this one is talking about the strategy. Confirm they ask me to give suggestion one. Maybe this question is talking about invade, manipulation, or anything. So they confirm talking about other things. Asking you relevant topics. You understand? You need to think and relate and give me relevant answer. So this one very easy one. As a leader, what do you need to do? Hey, you are the soldier, manipulasi Yo, you banyak jahat lah. You tentera leh. You manipulate other people Now, I will say, as a tentera, you don't want people to die lah, right? You want to protect the country. So what do? Sign agreement. If I'm the leader, I will sign agreement, okay? I will sign agreement. I mean, and hey guys, you are soldier. You are not the government leader, you know. Please don't tell me manipulasi. And then you tell me it's easy. No, you are a soldier. Your job is to defend the country, protect the country, and fight for the country. That is your mission. So the only thing we can do is we represent the general The general, they go and sign the contract to achieve peace. That's the only thing you can do. Or either you attack, no choice ma. If the enemy keep on attacking you, you need to defend, you attack lah. That's the answer you need to give me. Hey, what desakan ugutan apa-apa macam bu keluar. Tak boleh. You are a soldier. Hello, tentera. Mana boleh macam tu? Scary, you guys. Simply go and ugut people, man. Ugut means you say something to scare people, you know. 恐吓, threatening. You threaten people one Tentera Can meh? Tell them to give land tengok lah. Mana boleh? Hello? Tak boleh. Cannot. I don't accept. Okay, so you see my answer here. This is how I explain. Strategi perjanjian. Because this is a diplomacy method. Make sure both understand the situation and we're willing to tolerate each other. Okay. Number 2, strategy serangan physical. When the people take aggressive action. I told you, your enemy No try. I told you already, you are the tentera. Tentera 2 methods only. It's either perjanjian or serangan physical. Why we attack? Because we want to defend our country. If your enemy didn't attack you, so no, we shouldn't attack. Boleh faham? Manipulasi, desakan, ugutan, pajakan, all those is not the tentera's job. That one is pentadbir. So if they're telling you, if you are just a pemimpin negara, okay mungkin boleh lah. Tapi ini pemimpin tentera, you tahu? Tentera, only this two answer. Clear? Everyone clear? Everyone here? Okay? Yes? Okay, you know what? Let's look at our essay. Let's go. Now, the essay I pre-highlighted for you already lah. So we just go through it, shall we? Essay. So 3, 2, 1. Let's look at the question number 4. Everybody, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Page 11. Now 11 over here, you can see the essay. I know I give you all the answers. So basically, the question, some of it here is repeated the previous one, the structure one. So factor, again, the factors that they came here. Why your British come over here? Now I told you already, when they asking you the factor, right? You need to give me what? You need to focus on the timing. Itu timing banyak important. Tengok itu timing. So you need to tell me, hey, this one is based on 19th and 20th century. Okay lah, easy Banyak answer kan. 19th, 20th century, they came here because they want the guitar, they want the bijatima, they do this industry, that industry, there's a shortcut here. That's all our answer, you know. Number 1, this is how I memorize. You see, I start from here first. Kesuburan tanah. Then I told you I plant guitar. Now you see the sentence how I write, but I tell you this is how I memorize. Number 3, I see that we have a lot of what? We have a lot of kekayaan hasil bumi, especially biji timah. And then number 5, perusahaan kereta, because we need a lot of getah so that we can do tayar, and also penebat barangan electric. Insulator, the insulator. 绝缘体. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 points already, you know. Then number 8. Number 8, I would say industri mengerti makanan. Tin. Number 9, terusan Suez and kapal. What? Number 10. Then number 11, competition. Number 12, telegraph. 13 is the slogan bebas orang putih. But you can see the question is asking you for 6 marks only. So easy peasy, you can score full marks here. Boleh faham? This one you can screenshot and then later you write down the answer, or maybe you want to read through also can. So what's the strategy used by British to take over our country? Berbeza dengan strategi yang digunakan oleh Portugis dan Belanda. Now listen here. They're asking you to tell me what's the differences between Portuguese, Belanda, and British on how they take over our country. The strategy used by them. What's the differences here? So you need to tell me Belanda and Portuguese. They are more aggressive style. Means they more straightforward lah. They want to take over, they attack. So you can see Portuguese is an attack. Portuguese is attack. And I want you guys to look at my British. Now, because they keep on emphasizing on differences here. Everybody, they're emphasizing on perbezaan here. So, when you write the answer, you need to tell me something different. Like just now I told you, Portuguese, Belanda, British, they all use physical attack. And other than that, they also sign agreement. They also pakatan. Your Belanda and British pakatan. So you try not to explain these 3 points because they want something different here. So you need to explain manipulasi, pajakan, desakan, ugutan. Desakan, ugutan is considered the same point. And then the tipu hela. So can you see here? You can see British, right? They sangat licik. Licik means very bad lah, orang jahat lah. They use a lot of different strategy. Example, manipulation. So you can tell me the contoh-contoh like they manipulating perebutan taka di Perak. That's how they take over Perak. And then tipu hela is your Francis Penang Island. Pajakan is your Sabah area. And then desakan is they ugut and desak your Sultan Selangor and Sultan Pahang to get the land, so that they can put the resident in. You understand? That's why you need to remember this one here. Clear? Okay, the last one, kebat here. Okay, this kebat here is very difficult. Then just now I told you, a lot of students, they empty my kebat because they say, teacher, I don't know the word. Okay, let's say, if serious, you see, jelaskan kesan jika kedaulatan negara kita tergugat. A lot of students, they tell me, teacher, I don't know what is kedaulatan. Teacher, I don't know what is tergugat. No choice, guys. You need to think. You need to try not to empty. So you need to tell me what is the impact if our country something is tergugat. Tergugat is what? Kedaulatan, you don't know, then ignore about it lah. But tergugat, I believe you guys can make a smart guess what? See, tergugat wow, you see the word here, ugut. Ugut is a positive term or negative term? Ugut you say something to threaten people negative, right? Something bad, you know, something bad. Okay, so sometimes no choice, guys. Really no choice. That's how I do my paper. Because no matter what exam, school exam, the government exam, confirm they will have some special words or special terms. That this is what we call exam and test Kalau everything already predicted, everything is under control, mana not challenging So confirm they will give you some bombastic word. Bombastic is like wow, yeah. The moment you see, you'll be like, wow, what is this? No choice. You need to guess. Agak, you know, you also need to give me the answer. So remember, so right now I teach you tergugat, terancam, terjejas, actually everything say. Tergugat, terancam, terjejas means being threatened. So right now, what happened to our country if our rights is being threatened? Oh, sorry. Kedaulatan in BM is called kuasa tertinggi. The greatest power. Supreme power. In English, it's called power. But supreme level one. Tertinggi mah. So supreme power means what? The power to make the decision, the power to control, the power to manage. So what's the impact if we don't have this power anymore? If we don't have this power anymore, you see, our citizen, number one, I say that our citizen, we can easily be manipulated by others. And then you get hurai lah, or this causes our country will be huru hara lo, not united together as one of our people. So you can give me contoh example like film, lagu, kehiburan, entertainments, the website, the social media. All this is the channel to influence our people. Number two, how I explain here is our country, they will have no fixed direction. Hala tuju yang jelas negara kita. So what does it mean? Hala tuju means the direction. Visi misi. See, I told you here. Visi misi. Because right now we have no power to make decision. So we have no visi mission, no direction. So very lost. So again, our country will be very, very bad. Very chaos, not safe, not peace. So you can see, whatever we do right now, we need to get the agreement or approval from the kuasa penjajah. Perlu mendapat persetujuan daripada kuasa penjajah. Segala kekayaan negara kita akan dieksploitasi. Everything will be controlled by the penjajah. And then our country will be mundur. Mundur means mundur means like downgrade. Tidak maju. No. Mundur is not huru hara. Huru hara means chaos. Tidak aman, tidak stabil. Tapi ini mundur meaning like you become worse. Downgrading. You are not upgrading. Normally we say maju, improve. But this one, bangun, negara yang membangun, we improve. But this one is mundur. Mundur means downgrading. 落后, downgrading. So you can say all this country, our country will become downgrading. Our citizens not united together as one because we being influenced by people And then you can see dasar penjajah, those colonized. I mean like British those people who menjajah our country, they will break and rule our country. What is break and rule? Break means break us into parts, separate us, break us into different parts. Because once we united together as one, we will together go against the government, right? So right now they break us and then they rule our country. Pecah dan perintah. That's how your British manage us. Pecah and perintah. Smart. Yeah, they break our unity, So we are all scattered around. We are not united together as one. I don't know you, you don't know me. But imagine if we all united together as one, we might able to change the history, change the future together as one. So this is your chapter 1. Chapter 2 only 3 questions. So let's go. Now everybody, NNS. NNS is what? SPM, your Singapore, Penang, Malacca So you need to know you see, wow, this question straightforward Huraikan masalah yang dihadapi Kesultanan Kedah. So you see, they did not tell you is what states, but you need to relate. I told you relate. Kedah is referring to Penang. Because last time Penang is under Kedah. So what are the issues faced by Kedah? Number 1, the internal conflicts, the perebutan takah. Right? Remember they fighting for position? Then the Kerabat Diraja go against the prince So number 2 is the ancaman Siam. You can write ancaman Siam, no worries. Ancaman kuasa asing, ancaman Siam, same thing. Then right now is the Francis Light. You need to tell me how Francis Light take over Penang. Now guys, listen here. Now for me, I will go for the first 4 answer. Ini last one? No, I will not write. I'm not gonna write that. I mean, if I'm the student, I go for exam. I mean, if I go for exam, this too, no. So how do I explain? So I explain that Francis like used tipu hela strategy. Menggunakan strategi tipu hela untuk menduduki Penang, Pulau Penang. Full stop. And then you explain to me, Francis like signed agreement with Sultan Abdullah, or you can say Sultan Kedah. Okay? And Francis like berjanji bahawa he promised that SHTI will fulfill whatever syarat they request. So Sultan Abdullah menawarkan Francis Light membuka pertempatan di apa tu? Di Pulau Penang. Boleh faham? So you see, they promise that SHTI will help them, will do whatever they request, apa-apa syarat yang dipohon oleh Sultan. They say they will. I promise you, I will fulfill whatever needs you want. So that's why your Sultan was like, okay, you promised me already. Okay, so I offer you, I give you Penang. That's how they take over Penang. For me, I will go for these 4 answers. These 2, I don't. I will not write any. I mean, I don't write that. Okay. So what's the lesson that you learn from this incident? Penang take over by SHTI. So you see my fakta here, I say what? Berwaspada. Be alert. So be alert, and this is my huraian. Do not be tricked by the kuasa asing. So we must be smart settling our problem. Be smart settling bijaksana dalam menyelesaikan masalah, meaning do not let the outsider to campur tangan. Settle our own. Mengelakkan campur tangan kuasa asing dalam konflik dalaman. Don't let the people involved in our conflict dalaman, internal issues. Be brave menghadapi cabaran. They very brave. You can say berani, okay? Can. For me, I will say kerjasama and unity. You can see our people are not united together as one, especially the leaders, they are not united together. That's why this gives the British an opportunity to campur tangan. You get the idea? Okay? Yes. Now, number 2 is talking about the agreement Perjanjian London. Now, who signed the thing? Okay, now you see, I told you just now. If the question asking you to give me the country, negara, then you need to tell me it's Belanda, Britain. Tapi sekarang they asking kuasa. So it's asking you who? Who is the one that signed the agreement? Which force? Which area? Who? You know, the person who. So you should say British, or you can say British. Okay? So British is the country. I mean, it's the one that signed the agreement with Belanda. Under this agreement, it says that. So what is the syarat-syarat? I told you, you need to tell me the syarat-syarat. So British agree that they will leave Sumatra Island, and they will pass the Bangka Hulu to British, to Belanda, sorry. British pass Bangka Hulu, the island, to Belanda. And they also promise that they will not buka pertempatan baru di Riau Lingga and Kepulauan lain. So they will not pass the land to the other, they will not go to the Riau Lingga Islands and the other islands down there after Singapore. So they will not campur tangan, they will not go there. They will not start any government at there. Your British promised this to Belanda. So on the other hand, your Belanda also promised the same thing. So they say, I recognize your position as Singapore. I will pass the Malacca to you because you gave me Bangka Hulu, I give you Malacca. Ngam-ngam just nice because they separate the land. So basically, our West Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak, here, this area is under British. So you see, your Belanda will not campur tangan in our Tanah Melayu. Your Belanda also promised that. And those island, Indonesia island, any island that after Singapore is everything under Belanda. That's what they promise each other. Itu terms and condition. So apa ini kesan-kesan? Sorry. Pada pendapat anda, what do you think? What will happen if they did not sign the agreement? If your British and Belanda did not sign the agreement, most likely they will start a war lah. Yeah, they will start a war. Then you say peperang lor. Then you can see British will not own Malacca lah. You see, right now they sign agreement only they can get Malacca so easily. Right? So they cannot get Malacca lor. Okay? And then they will not form Negeri-Negeri Selat lor. No Malacca, no Negeri-Negeri Selat mah. Only 2 states, what? And then your Johor will not become, the Johor Empire. You still remember I told you Johor becomes smaller. Because last time your Johor owned Singapore, owned Riau Lingga Island, but right now it break down into 2. Your Alam Melayu will also not split into 2 area. Your Alam Melayu will not split into 2 area. Dua lingkungan pengaruh means that 2 area under 2 different Western countries in charge. So this is the Perjanjian London over here, chapter 2. So right now is the essay. Everybody, as I say, if you cannot finish, it's okay. Later you can watch the video. Okay? So everybody, your British, jelaskan pertikaian yang berlaku antara kuasa British Belanda di Singapura. So as you all know, right, your British wanted to take over Singapore and your Belanda says that no. So you need to explain to me why they say no to each other. What's the pertikaian? Pertikaian means the conflict. In Mandarin, it's called 纠纷. Pertikaian means the conflict, and what is the conflict between these 2 countries? So you need to tell me, British. Your British says that what? Your British number 1, they say that, hey, we want to memajukan. We take over Singapore. And they plan to memajukan Singapore within short period of time. You see? They explain. And they very insist, you know. The British says, I will not let go this land. This is my land. Bertekad mempertahankannya. They insisted. So they even very confident. You see, your British are very confident. He said that future Singapore will become a pelabuhan bebas and pangkalan tentera yang sangat penting. So sekarang your Belanda angry. Your Belanda say, excuse me, Singapore is under my land. Mendakwa Belanda bawa lingkungan saya. So they say, British out. Menuntut British berundur dari Singapore. And your Belanda worried lah. He worried that if Singapore really become a pelabuhan bebas, this will directly affecting their Betawi. Their business at Indonesia there. So you can see, your British here got 3 points. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Belanda also got 3. So this is the conflict they have. Okay? Conflict of interest, I would say. So what is the kesan-kesan Perjanjian London to our Johor? So to our Johor total, we have 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the rest is elaboration. So number 1, Singapore. Singapore right now is no longer under Johor. They are under British. So remember, they signed the agreement, they pass it to the British. Number 2, the Riau Lingga Island gone. You see, previously it's called Johor Riau Lingga. So Riau Lingga, the island right now is under your Belanda. You can see it's under your Belanda. Berakhir Kesultanan Riau Lingga. You can see the Riau Lingga Empire gone. Why? Because it's under Belanda right now. And your Belanda menghapuskan dia. Your Belanda destroy the government. Meaning Riau Lingga Island right now, no kings. No royal members. Just the resident Belanda. So right now, it's like directly controlled by the Belanda. Diperintah secara langsung oleh Belanda. That is the second point. Point number 3, your Pahang get freedom. Because right now your Johor government, your Johor empire is getting smaller and then sangat kekacauan banyak kekacauan. So many things happen. Singapore left, Singapore controlled by British, and then Riau Lingga Island controlled by Belanda. Oh my God, so huru hara. So they use this opportunity to cuba membebaskan Pahang. And because they very united together as one, all the local leaders pembesar Pahang, so they announced that Pahang right now onwards is no longer under Johor. So menjadi negeri bebas dan berdaulat. So far, everybody here, you good? Yes. And then one last here, they're telling you, as a leader, what do you need to do to maintain the kedaulatan and kemakmuran? What do you need to do to make sure that the country is like, having the power, always be stable? So number one is manage it well lah. So this is my huraian. Make sure our sistem pentadbiran is cekap dan bersih. And you can say no rasuah lo, contohnya no rasuah lo. Fakta huraian contoh. Number two, mengelakkan sebarang konflik. Try to avoid all the conflicts. So how to avoid all the conflicts? Unites the people. Make sure the country, the society is peace and harmony. Fakta huraian. Okay, and then berwawasan dalam mentadbir means we must plan our government policy well lah. Berwawasan means like ada vision, mission lah. Wawasan 2020. Must plan nicely. And then make sure our young people like you guys, knowledgeable, skillful, so that they can contribute back to the country. Manage our country in an adil and amanah way. So always must have visi misi. See? This one is the fakta. Okay, this one fakta 1, huraian 1. Fakta 2, huraian 2. Fakta ketiga, huraian ketiga. So this one is point number 4 and point number 5. Everyone here, you all clear? So like this, you can get like 8 marks. Oh? You good? So everybody, before you go, just want you guys to take a screenshot of the objective answer in 3, 2, 1, go. Chapter 1. And this is your chapter 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Chapter 2. Okay, so that's all from me today, everybody. So always remember when you do the questions, read carefully. And be careful with the words. Write the relevant points. And always remember, don't leave it blank. Okay, jangan tembak, jangan leave it blank. Okay, sometimes use common sense also can work one. Can So that's all from me today. All the best. Good luck. Any questions, you can ask me if you are my student. You can also find me using Instagram also can. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.